I'd just like to welcome everybody tonight to the Wausau West Fieldhouse. This is Dan Hine, Athletic Director and former wrestling coach at Wausau West. Myself and my former assistant Roger Marsh will be doing play-by-play with our audience out there for this big wrestling match between Wisconsin Rapids and Wausau West. And Wausau West currently is ranked number 1 in the state, and Wisconsin Rapids is honorable mention. And these two programs have been strong points for Wisconsin over the last about 15 years now, and tonight is going to be a great match in the West Fieldhouse. Big Wisconsin Daily matchup. We are going to be beginning introductions here pretty soon, and so I'm going to go back to just camera, and we'll get back to you then once we get ready to start our wrestling program. We're going to be having the national anthem, introductions, and we're going to get wrestling here at Wausau West High School. We'll be right back. I'm not now. I'm on live. Okay, welcome back to Wausau West High School here. We are doing our live webcast here from Wausau West Fieldhouse. Huge wrestling match tonight, Wisconsin Valley Conference. Wausau West undefeated in the conference, and I believe Wisconsin Rapids right now has one loss. Rapids is honorable mention ranked in the state, and Wausau West is currently ranked number 1. I'm Dan Hine, the athletic director, former wrestling coach here at Wausau West, and I got Roger Marsh, my former assistant for many, many years here at Wausau West. Welcome to Wausau West here tonight, Roger.
Thank you. Great to be here tonight. Looking for a very exciting match.
Yeah, this should be a good one. You being a former grad from Wisconsin Rapids and then being a Wausau West Warrior for so many years, this one here, it's bittersweet, but when we win, it's been way more sweet than the bitter, but it hasn't happened very often. One time in the history of Wausau West High School that they beat Wisconsin Rapids in a dual meet, and back in 2008, and you and I were the varsity coaches that year. It was a great ride, a great fun night down there. We kind of actually pretty much dominated that match, and it was a great part to be a part of that history. And tonight, the new Wausau West Warrior group here with Coach Fabry and his team to be the second team ever in history to beat Wisconsin Rapids. And what do you think? What do you think is going to go tonight?
I think that Wausau West definitely should take the lead tonight and keep the lead. And going back to a statement that you made that, yes, originally from Wisconsin Rapids, but after coaching 35 years at Wausau West, I do have blood blue and gold, not red and white.
No doubt about that. I just didn't want to say that. I wanted you to say that because I wasn't your high school wrestling coach, and I'm pretty sure you'll probably listen to this someday. And I didn't want him to be, Hines tried to talk Marsh into being a Warrior.
But it should be a very exciting match. As you said, back in the 2008 and 2009 season, we had some awesome teams, and it was an exciting event for not only our kids wrestling then, but for the program as a whole when we did beat Rapids.
Yeah, that was a fun night. Remember how packed that gym was down there? It was just loaded, and people came from all over Wisconsin knowing that was going to be the first time in, 100-some matches that Wisconsin Rapids had won in a row in the Valley. And now this year that's not the same thing because they already got beat by Point earlier in the season. Point's got a decent team this year. Really look at the Valley, I think, Merrill and Wausau West kind of stand out in that part, don't you think?
Yes, yeah, they should have the top billings. But, a lot of people are saying Wisconsin Rapids doesn't have the team that they used to, but they are not a bad team. As you said, I think they have one or maybe two dual losses, and they have like 11 or 12 wins, and they are ranked in the state. They still are a very well-coached team, and they still have high-caliber wrestlers on their team.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, that we look at that because you and I have been involved in wrestling for such a long time. We look at this as a bad Wisconsin Rapids wrestling team, but that's bad from their standards of 20-some state titles and how many conference championships. But no, in everybody else's term, this is a really good wrestling team. It's going to be a good duel. They're very well coached by Scott Bennett and his staff, and this is going to be a great duel meet no matter how you look at it. There's going to be a lot of good matchups.
Tonight we're starting out at 170 pounds. The Wausau West wrestler will be Cody Grunwald, and he'll be wrestling, I believe, Cody Abel from Wisconsin Rapids. Is that what you got?
Yep, that's what it looks like. You never know. You and I know this, but what it says on paper when you wrestle Rapids doesn't always mean that's who's going to show up on the mat.
Yeah, are they going to notify us if there's a change in the lineup?
Yep, I think the head table will let us know if there's a change. Mr. Keene over there on the PA is going to come over and let us know. So it looks like we do have Cody Grunwald out here, a senior, against Cody Abel, a sophomore. And Cody Grunwald is just absolutely probably one of our most improved wrestlers in our program since his freshman year. He had never wrestled before, and I talked him into coming out as a freshman, and I was just impressed with him way back then. He loved it. He just loved it. So, as
you saw, he had a great takedown with that pull by, and he's looking for his cradle.
Yeah, if he gets this locked up, I would be surprised if he goes for the pin right away, but because Cody likes to get a little wrestling in, he loves the sport, and my guess is he's gonna work on his feet a little bit if he gets a chance here. Yep, exactly. He's choosing a neutral position here now, giving up the 1-point escape, so now scores 2-1
And
Grunwald's ahead.
And there was a lineup change. This is Drew Thompson instead of Cody Abel. We were just notified. So once again, this is Drew Thompson.
And I think what happened, I think they weighed in 2 guys at like 160, and they decided to put Drew up against Cody and thinking they might have a better chance with the other guy against Mazinski, and maybe some strategy move here. And again, Cody, I think
one escape, takedown, now another escape. So the score is 4-2. Got to straighten out that leg, get that leg back. Got us 2. So the score is 6-2.
Our official here tonight is Joe Heil, one of the top officials in the state. Usually does a pretty good job. Does a lot of the Valley matches and been ref in state tournaments a couple different times. So we want to welcome Joe to Wausau West. And Cody's kind of dominating this match here. I think he's
trying to get that arm back into a hammer position. Oop, he's going to thread it. Looks like he's going to try to set and thread that. Nope.
Actually, this is Cody's first year on varsity. He sat out last year with an injury. Has never wrestled varsity before this year, and I don't know what his record is for sure, but it's like 22 and 4.
Around 22 and 4.
And
got him on his back. Not enough time, but he gets a 2-point near fall.
Time runs out of the first period with a score 8-2. Cody Grunwald, Wausau West, leading in this match right here.
Rapids choice, they defer. And Cody's choosing down.
And I expect him to work hard for that escape here, and because he likes being on his feet. He likes to get 4 or 5 takedowns there in a match before he works for that pin. He just feels like it's a good time for him to practice against good competition. He likes this part a lot.
Got a nice quick escape on that one. Great technique. Another pull by.
Tough at that slide by, and pull by. He's tough at that. He hits that really well.
Yep. He does this half Nelson ride that reminds me a lot of what Kyle Rochelle, who wrestled for the UW Badgers, did. As you're familiar with, his Dan's son wrestles for the UW Badgers, and Kyle Rochelle is the present coach.
The Badgers have a nice year this year. They're doing great. They're ranked top 23 now, I believe. They're ranked 23rd, and wrestling Michigan ranked number 11, I believe, and on Sunday. And we're heading down to watch Jack wrestle. That'll be fun because he's got a kid from Michigan that's ranked in was top 10. Now he's 11th, and he's doing well. But Cody's pretty much dominating this match right here. He's got a nice arm bar in there, and
he's ahead by 10 points. He's got a 13-3 lead. So next time around, he gets the guy in the back. He wants to make sure that he keeps him there to get the pinfall.
Yeah, get that
nice pull, nice suck back.
This should be pretty tight. He's got a nice half Nelson on him, and he's got this pretty tight. This is a pretty tight combination. Yep, it's over.
There's the pinfall.
Got a pin at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 3 minutes and 30 seconds into that second period by Cody Grunwald, Wausau West, with the Warriors going ahead in the dual meet 6-0. Anything shock you in that one, Roger?
No. He's been pretty much doing that on his feet and on the mat for most of this season. As you said, he's a very improved wrestler and has worked extremely hard outside of the season to get to the point where he's at.
All right, who we got here?
We got Kyle Zimick from Wausau West. And I believe we have Ross Nichols at this moment, I believe, is our wrestler.
Cody Abel here wrestling.
This is Cody Abel.
Cody Abel is wrestling at 182 for Wisconsin Rapids.
Okay, so now bump in the lineup.
He's a sophomore, and he's going against Kyle Zimick, a senior. This Abel kid looks like a pretty physical wrestler here. For a sophomore, he looks put together pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to go upper body with Zimick, and Zimick also has some talents going upper body.
I guess I'd like to see him go upper body with Zimick because I think we'd win on that one because Kyle kind of likes to horse people around. He's been hitting the weight room hard and had a good season in football, and there's no doubt that he's got some muscle on his frame. And I think one of the best things that can happen is if this Kid from Rapids does try to go upper body with
Zemek
Kyle.
getting his over and under lockup. Trying to pummel in for the double underhook.
Coach Faber's trying to get him to clear it out, so he maybe doesn't really want Kyle in there. He wants him to work some kind of single or double. But Kyle, you know, he's been hot and cold this year. He's looked awesome in some matches, and other matches probably a little disappointing from what his best effort is. And the thing is, he's got a great attitude, works hard. Again, first-year wrestler as a freshman. He's just come a long, long way in 4 years.
A few times he'll kind of like overreacts on some things on the mat, and sometimes can cost him some points. But other than that, as you said, he does work hard.
Yeah.
Trying to get that elbow shuck and trying to get in the leg, but not being successful.
In the first period, 0-0. Nobody scored in that one. I think he had his choice and decided to choose down. So Kyle Zemek will go down in the beginning of the second period with Wisconsin Rapids on top. Kyle up to his feet right away and is trying to work his escape. And Cody from Wisconsin Rapids, almost hitting a really nice roll.
Kamau's got the leg to get two on this.
That was a nice combination that Kyle had there. Get that pull down roll and then
that's two.
It out. Nice job.
Two reversal.
That was really good job by Kyle. He put a little combination together instead of a one move wonder. He ended up with 2-3 things in a row. Didn't stop and got the kid from Rapids out of position. Cody a little bit out of position and scored a nice reversal for the Warriors. Got a caution on Wisconsin Rapids. So we're starting over here with 1:38 left. No, I think you let him out of there. Or I think he got out of there.
I don't know. It looked like he kind of released him.
Yeah, I'm thinking
it's hard to.
I'm thinking he wasn't ready, and he found out when the whistle blew, and he let him go. But I don't think his plan from the beginning was to cut him. I think Kyle wasn't really focused on that whistle, and Joel, the referee, blew the whistle pretty quick.
Zemek's a little bit stronger from his feet than he is in a riding position, but so I think maybe he's also looking for a 2-point takedown again. And
Cody from Rapids tried a nice little duck under there. It was pretty slick, but Kyle reacted to it really well, and we're still neutral, so we're at 2-1 halfway through that second period. There's not a lot of action on their feet. They're not really a plan of one guy going after it. They're kind of trying to feel each other out here, and not a lot happening.
Zemek keeps on looking for that elbow shuck off the tie-up, but he's not quite clearing it and getting in on it.
Should score on a front headlock here. He backed out. There you go.
You let the guy's head come up on it. Should have kept the head down.
Throw him by. Little scuffle there, but back to neutral again. Nobody scores. Got about 5 seconds left in the second period. This could be one of those overtime matches here. If Rapids could have probably taken down.
The end of the second period. Score 2-1.
Rapids chooses down and gets an escape. We're all tied here. Still think a takedown is going to decide this match. Who gets it, it's going to win it.
Yeah, we'll see how fast Rapids gets out of it this time if we let him go. Or too high in his ride, releases it. So we do have that 2-2 score.
Yep.
Takedown would win it for either wrestler.
Well, takedown would be huge for either guy right now. Whoever gets it's going to be really sitting in the driver's seat as far as winning this match, because 4-2 lead in the third period, and nothing's happened a lot up to this point, so I don't see a major flurry late in the match either. So takedown's going to be huge, or we're going to go to overtime.
And the Rapids boy seems very comfortable in that upper body position as well. Nice high crotch shot by Zemek from Wausau West.
should get this.
If he drops his shoulder down and comes running out the back door here,
get your head
comes
up.
That's
trips
two.
trips
the leg.
Oh, there should have been two. He had weight on his hands. Bring it up, elevate. Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
I didn't think that was a great call. How about you?
No.
I know we're hometowners, but that was a takedown. It was a takedown when they were on the mat, and it was a takedown
right at the edge of the
mat.
That
rolled through. That kid rolled through. Kyle stayed in a nice position. We're hanging on to the foot. I'm not sure what else you needed. Our offensive wrestler was not out of bounds. I don't think in high school wrestling, if one's out, that everybody's out.
No, as long as he keeps his, the offensive wrestler keeps his foot in. He wants to get that left elbow up higher and get around and get the angle. Get the two. He needs to keep on spinning around. Keep spinning around. Got to sag the leg, though.
He's got to cut that arm off somehow.
Yep. Sag the leg back more and come around and get more angle.
Get his hip down.
Getting his hips too close. He has to bump it.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Saw that happening.
Got sloppy, got careless there. He should have kept his hips away and coming around instead of coming in on it.
That's really too bad. He did all the work and the other kid got the points. And Kyle just let his hips get too far in and the other kid recognized it and he's out of position. He scored. Now we're up short 14 seconds left. And
down by 2. Escape doesn't do it. He has to get a reversal to get it in overtime. Needs to move quick. He's only got about 4 seconds. And time ends it. Rapids wins it 4-2.
That's a match that we should have won. I really felt like he out-wrestled them in the most of the match, but it's not who wrestles the best, it's who has the most points, and sometimes that's not always the guy that wrestles the best.
As I said earlier in the match, Kyle has that tendency at times to get just a little bit too anxious, and I think that was one of those points where he was a little bit anxious and got his hips in too close. Darren Jackson is going to be the wrestler for Wisconsin Rapids.
I thought it was Bo Thompson. Who is it?
Okay. So Darren Jackson, who they had on their list at 220, must have weighed in at 195.
Yeah, I think both these guys are in at 91, 95. And we got Jake Whelan, a sophomore from Wausau West, against Darren Jackson, a senior from Wisconsin Rapids. And Jake's a pretty good story, too. Never wrestled. I believe he wrestled a little bit in 8th grade. Came out last year for the first time. Probably was one of our better basketball players and chose to go for wrestling.
Football, you mean, not basketball?
No, he was one of our better basketball players coming into high school,
All right.
In his grade. And he's a very good football player and decided to do wrestling. Help him improve his football skills, and there's no doubt it has. I mean, he's ended up being a varsity football player for us. Started as a sophomore at the linebacker spot, which is a pretty high skilled spot, and he's having a great year so far. As a second-year wrestler, wrestling varsity at a big weight class with big kids. I'm not sure what his record. I believe it's like 13-5. Is that right?
Yeah, about 13-5, at least before the bye state.
Okay, and that's impressive for a sophomore. Never wrestled before last year. In fact, people wonder how, what kind of sport is wrestling when you can come out one year and be 13-5 the next year. Honestly, I've been a coach in a long time, and so have you, and that doesn't happen real often. But if you're an exceptional athlete with great work ethic, you can do some amazing things in this sport, and I think that's kind of what Jake is, and he loves to compete. I think that's one of the biggest things.
Nice shot there, but his knee touched down out of bounds, so there's no takedown. Back to the middle.
You know what? I thought that could have gone our way too.
Yeah, his knee did touch down.
Okay. But
Jake seems to be a really hard worker. From what I hear from the coaches, he's a very coachable wrestler, and definitely has that desire to win. The Rapids boy, who's a senior, you can tell he's been coaching school. He doesn't get out of position very easily, and will make Jake definitely work for his points.
Yep, it'll be, that's probably a trademark of Rapids. They don't get out of position very often from the top position down or on their feet, so they are hard to score on. If you get points on them, mostly because you moved them and got them out of position, because they usually really try to maintain a good base and pretty good wrestling technique all the time. Jake's sister, Carissa, was a standout volleyball player for us, now playing for North Dakota State University, and outstanding volleyball player. She's in my homeroom. Really great high school athlete, and I think her younger brother Jake here is going to be following her footsteps. I think he's a high-level athlete doing what he's doing already as a sophomore in high school for our football team and our wrestling team.
You see he's trying to get that boy to step up on an ankle pick so he could hit his cradle, but just couldn't get the head and knee close enough together to lock it up. We've got a score of 0-0, and we've got about 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the second period.
I know one of Coach Faby's goals for tonight was win the close matches. So I'm sure he's a little disappointed with Kyle at 182 because didn't really look at that. That's a match we could have won, but we didn't. And that's a 6-point swing on the scoreboard, and in wrestling that can decide a dual meet any given night. So I'm sure he's not happy about that. We got another close match here with Jake doing a nice job of riding him out here. Get up to his feet, almost got out. Darren was close to getting out, and Jake got a nice trip, got him back to the mat.
The Rapids coaches are trying to convince their wrestler to get his 1-point escape, and hope we have a caution. I believe the caution was on Rapids.
It's like the second caution now they've had. Both weight classes must be trying to jump that whistle.
It's close to getting his escape, but Whalen locks up the leg.
Did a nice job with that.
Staying in good position. Breaks him back down. Nice breakdown. Once again, we still have a score of 0-0.
He's doing a nice job because dropped right back in on that single and almost gave up an escape, but dropped right back into that single and got going. So now he's warning us for stalling?
Yeah, warned us for stalling for just riding. I don't really understand that call. Once again, we got 18 seconds left here in the second period.
If Joe listens to this broadcast, we'll tell him that we think he's a good official. We just don't think he's good all the time.
That's right. There's always room for improvement.
That's
Joe.
right. Just ask us. We'll tell you what to call. That's what we're sitting over here for.
So good. We're at 0-0 going to the third period, and I'm sure Whalen will choose down. And that's what he does.
I'm kind of hoping he gets a 2-point reversal here. It'd be nice to get ahead by 2, but I know Jake's pretty good getting escapes. He's pretty good getting up to his feet and getting out of there. I saw him win a couple of close overtime matches already this year with an escape in the last 10 or 15
gets
seconds.
his 1-point escape.
Wausau West up 1-0 with a minute 53 left in the last period. So another close match here out of the first 3. We dominated pretty much at 170, but lost a close one at 82, and now we're ahead by 1 at 195.
Rapids has that tendency on their feet. They always like to try to control an arm and use that for their setup on takedowns. And he's trying to get a hold of that wrist and control that one arm, Jake's left arm there. Jake did a nice job of coming around and grabbing the Rapids arm, though, and trying to control that. A lot of hand fighting going on. Tried to turn him there on that front headlock, but he probably should have extended him first. And stalling on Rapids called. So
should have been. That was a nice double that Jake shot there. Too bad the mat wasn't a foot wider because we probably had a really nice takedown. We got 58 seconds left, and Wausau West with a 1-point lead. Both wrestlers have been warned for stalling, right?
Yes, both wrestlers. Jake keeps on looking for that front headlock. Trying to get the Rapids wrestler's head down. Take control of it for a setup. And the Rapids wrestler continuing hand fighting, trying to get a hold and control one arm on Jake.
Yeah, and actually
nice attempt there. Yeah. Backed out of it though, but He's got that front headlock. Bring his head down, though. Bring the head down, Jake. And
that's what I like about Jake. He's young and, he's not thinking about holding on to that 1-point lead. He's going for the
He's going for it. With 22 seconds left here in the third period, with West having a 1-0 lead.
I like that attitude because he's not going to get called for stalling because he's the offensive wrestler. Actually, if anybody gets called here, I think it should be red. Jake's been kind of initiating everything, and we got 7 seconds left here with a 1-0 match. Jake Whalen, I think, is going to end up winning this
Jake's got a circle. There you go, nice. Circle in.
Nice.
Good.
Nice job, Jake Whalen.
And Jake Whalen wins the match 1-0. And that will give Wausau West a 9-3 lead.
So we are done with our first 3 weight classes with West winning 2 of the 3. And we're at 220 pounds where we got River Judd, a senior. And I believe he's going to be going against Bo Thompson, a sophomore. And
yes, it's Bo Thompson for Rapids.
I'm not sure if this is the guy that River wrestled a couple years ago, but he either got beat by Darren Jackson and one of them didn't come out last year, was out all year last year, and then came back out to wrestling this year. And I think it's this match right here.
Nice shot by River Judd, but Rapids guy remains away from him, out of bounds, so no score. Nice aggressive attack by River Judd.
River has been hot and cold this year. I mean, I look at him, he's a big 220-pounder. I was expecting, he had a great football season for us. I expect him just to dominate at 220 because his normal weight is about 235, 240, so he's cut off a few pounds to get down to 220, and he looks great one time, and the next time he looks not so great. Like right now, I mean, he looked really good in the beginning, almost had that takedown, and then he goes and loses this one. So.
Yep, Rapids boy got the arm locked up, tied up on River, and got him out of position, and ended up getting the 2-point takedown out of bounds. Got a minute left in the first period. It's 2-1.
I think River's biggest downfall right now is just lack of confidence because the kid's got ability. He's got all kinds of strength. He knows enough wrestling technique. But it just has them the confidence. Like right there, he just didn't follow through and finish that takedown. He's going to end up giving up another one here pretty quick. Nope, did a nice job of getting out of that. But he's you're looking at the two guys here, and there's a size difference.
He's putting himself out of position when he's shooting in for those takedowns. He's getting himself extended.
Overextended, yep.
Needs to do a better job on setting up the takedown and getting in deeper on his moves. Once again,
tonight it's alumni night here at Wausau West. And Wausau West got a pretty good crowd over there, and a lot of alumni sitting way down on the end of that bleacher. I think they introduced about 35 or 40 guys that are back here for the alumni match. A lot of pride over the years at Wausau West in our wrestling program, and it's kind of nice to see a lot of those guys show up tonight and come and support the Warriors in this big match because not too many of those guys sitting over there was on the winning end of a dual meet against Wisconsin Rapids.
So now heading into the second period. Once again, the score is 2-1. Wisconsin Rapids winning. River has choice. He chooses down. This is working for his stand-up here. Needs to skate that knee forward a little bit more. Bring his head and shoulders up.
You've got to be careful there. End up on your back if you try to pull down and you don't get the other guy's hips down. You're end up on your back.
I was hoping for a lucky move there. He's skating forward and getting into a stand-up position for an escape. Gets the escape. So it is a 2-2 tie with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, it's going to be like one of those matches like at 182. The takedown is going to decide this match. Somebody gets a takedown, and I'm willing to bet that they're going to win that because you look at they're pretty even on their feet. And the other guy got a takedown. Rivers should have had a takedown at the beginning of the match.
Once again, every time River's been taken down, it's been due to getting out of position, basically creating that himself.
This is kind of typical Rapids wrestling when you see that
out of bounds.
2-on-1 Russian tie there. You see that a lot. And
trying to control that one arm.
Bo is trying to get this on River. On the other side of that, we got a decent crowd, but that's probably the smallest Wisconsin Rapids fan base I've ever seen in my life.
I would agree with you.
I've been around a long time in the sport of wrestling. I don't think I've ever seen that few people from Wisconsin Rapids travel and watch their team on the road. So that was a shocker to me.
Which is kind of unfortunate because we said at the beginning of the program that they do have a very good program. And to see the fans not following them now because they are not on top of the heap is kind of sad.
It is. That's disappointing. It's all the great things they've done now down there for years to be the icon in Wisconsin wrestling at the high school level, and then 1 year you go from traveling with 200-300 people for every match to I don't think everybody's parents are sitting up there. It's such a small crowd.
Nice leg shot by Rapids, and River did not do a good job of.
Gotta get the Wizard in here.
Lucked out on time running out there on him. So we still have a tie score of 2-2 going into the third period. Wisconsin Rapids chooses down.
You ever feel like you want to yell?
Yes.
I almost did.
After 30,
River, get going. Come on, River.
After the number of years that we both have been coaching and yelling, I
almost yelled at him and said, "Hey, River, get going, River. Come on. You can get out of there. There's no way that anybody should be holding you down. Anybody should be getting a takedown. You're a senior in high school, wrestling a sophomore. We expect you to win this match. Let's go, River."
Trying to get him forward, but he's getting a little bit too high. Wasn't getting the weight on the front of Rapids like he should, so Rapids ends up getting a 1-point escape. So we have a 3-2 score with Rapids ahead with about 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So as you said, we're here at this time where a takedown could win it.
Yeah.
If River was to get the takedown, he could potentially win this match.
You bet. And I think he looks a little bit tired. Kind of leaning on him too much. He should be just really working that guy's head hard, getting him out of position, He's got to get him down to the mat, and he's got to try to, with his size, he really should be trying to get that kid down underneath him, and River should use his weight advantage. A little bit better combination there.
He's not moving on his feet very much. He seems like he's leaning in a lot. Rapids boy, of course, is feeling content and having it at the way it is without a lot of motion.
He's got the lead. He doesn't have to score.
Rapids is in. A 2-point takedown for Rapids. River just getting a little bit too lazy on his feet here. Needs to keep the intensity up and didn't, so we have a score of 5-2 now. Wisconsin Rapids ahead with 25 seconds left.
That's too bad. I was thinking that we should have won at this weight class. So River's not having his best match. I think he's better than that.
This guy's head down. Should be coming up quicker and blazing out of there so he can get an escape takedown. Tie it, but he gets the escape, but doesn't have enough time left to get the takedown. He runs out of time, loses by a score of 5-3. That gives Rapids 3 team points. So Wausau West 9, Wisconsin Rapids 6.
Okay, we're going into heavyweight. 5 matches down, and West winning 3, and Rapids winning 2. And I got Ryan Fay, our senior here at 285 weight class, and Ryan weighs probably about 260, and he's wrestling against Josh Abiba from Wisconsin Rapids, also a senior, weighing in at, I believe it was 218 pounds.
And was Ryan weigh?
He's about 260. 262, I think. Ryan, too, again, another one of those Wausau West guys that, my last year coaching these guys, all these seniors were freshmen, and I was impressed with Ryan Fay. He was hard worker and lifted hard in the weight room, and just a great attitude, a great young man that he's kind of the coach's dreams. If you coaching him. He's listening. He's nodding his head. He's sucking it in. So,
and Ryan seems to be really working aggressively here. He tried to hit a slide by earlier, and definitely is trying to take control of the match in the early rounds here, being the aggressor.
And he's having a good year. I think I think he might have been a runner-up at the Bi-State.
It's a 2 takedown, Ryan Fay. Nice job on the single leg.
If I remember right, he was in the finals or he ended up third, but lost to this Johnson kid from Mount Horeb, something like that. It's ranked number 7 or 8 in the nation. Actually was leading going into the third period, 1-0, and then got pinned. But he's really come a long way too. Where he was the freshman year. He's one of the better heavyweights in the state in Division I. Keeps getting better every time out. So.
Doing a good job of attacking from the top position and breaking them down, and you see he's trying to work for pinning combinations, trying to get that arm bar. Rapids rolls his arm out of it. He's got the power half, chest to chest. This could be it. 6 points. Nice job of setting that one up.
Yeah, that was awesome. He was nice power half, and then ran it, got out to the side and used his weight.
And that's a pin.
So Ryan Fay, Wausau West, with a big pin here at 285 pounds. 1 minute and 29 seconds into that first period. Again, Ryan having a great year, doing a great job there for Wausau West, giving Wausau West the lead 15-6 after the 285. Now we're going to be dropping all the way down to the little guys, and I'm thinking Rapids is going to do a change from their lineup here. I'm going to guess they're going to move Spray up and they're going to move Smith down. So listen for that name, but I'm pretty sure you're going to hear Smith. Yep. Is that what he said? So at 106 here, we got B. Laura, Wausau West, and Christian Smith here from Wisconsin Rapids. And B's just tough, and this Spray kid is a tough kid, but B's just in a little bit different level, and I'm sure they decided to move Spray up because he would have a better chance against our freshmen. So some coaching strategy going on here. In this dual meet with Coach Bennett from Wisconsin Rapids moving up there. With 2 guys weighing at 106, and probably a good move for them because Spray is tough, but I don't think he's going to beat D-Lore.
And the 13-pounder from Rapids, Jesco, he didn't weigh in tonight, or
no? I don't. I saw him here, but I didn't. I don't think he even weighed in.
Yeah, B is without a doubt dominating this match with his quick moves and great penetration on his takedowns. He's fun to watch when
he wrestles with confidence, and it's fun to watch somebody, again, another one of those success stories. He's a freshman year, wasn't going to even stay on the wrestling team, was ready to quit, and we talked him into staying, hang in there, you got some good potential, things like that. Qualifies for state last year as a junior, and he's ranked currently right now, he's ranked 3rd in the state in Division I, so.
Yeah, he's
a real deal.
He's having no difficulty at all in taking this boy down.
And you don't see a lot of seniors at 106 pounds. Most people he's going to wrestle are going to be underclassmen. So he's got an advantage there. He's got more experience than most of these guys. And just ran the kid over on that one and just drove into him and almost put him right to his back.
We got a score of 14-6 with 25 seconds left in the first period.
If he's got a weakness, he's not a great pinner. So they may have told him just get the tech and get out. But I'm sure they want him to work for the pin to get the extra team point.
He's got a cradle locked up. Got to load up on it more or he loses the grip. Trying to get the legs in. Has the crossbody right in, runs out of time. Score once again is 14-6. We're into the second period.
And Wausau West is choosing down right away. The choice. Choosing down in the second period, referee flips the disc or goes odd and even, and one of the wrestlers will get their choice, and the other one is either going to be up, down, or going to be neutral, and then the third period, the opposite person gets their choice of being on
2-point reversal. B is going to let him go.
Score is 16-6.
16-7.
16-7.
Now 2 more, 18-7.
He's quick.
Yes, he is. 11-point lead. He's going to release and take him down, it looks like. Got a 10-point lead. He needs to get one of those takedowns where he takes him right to his back.
No, and really, that's one of the things you got to work on, because, you're in the state team tournament. You might need this kid who's a stud to pin somebody down in team state, and, you got to put him in a position where he's got to learn to get a pin when the team needs one. And it looks like he's just going to be happy with getting the tech fall here.
Should be looking for Coach Fabry. He's trying to tell him to take the front headlock. I think he was hoping he'd probably take him to his back there. This could end it right here, I believe, right? 2 points, end of the match.
I know that people have different philosophies in different situations, but I don't want him going for that take. I want him going for that pin. I do not want him off that mat until the kid is pinned. That's just.
I agree. He has a lot of time here yet. Before he needs a tech fall.
In the third period, you decide, okay, it's just not going to happen. Now let's go get that tech and get our 5. But second period, you're working so hard for that pin. If you have to even give him a point just to keep yourself on the mat, I do that. Okay, we got Patrick Spray here from Wisconsin Rapids, a freshman at 112 pounds against Carlton Lukey, a freshman from Wausau West, and this is their 106-pound varsity guy, and pretty decent wrestler.
Yeah, I seen the Rapids boy wrestle earlier this year against Stevens Point, and he's got some good skills for a freshman. He doesn't get out of position too often, and he attacks pretty well. We have a team score of 20-6. Once again, we're at 113 pounds.
Carlton has put a lot of time in. He's been in the youth program for years, and he's wrestled well for us. Our normal varsity guy is out with an injury and our illness and isn't back yet. And Carlton has stepped up and wrestled 112 for us a couple different times, and he's won some big matches for us. He's a decent wrestler. So them moving Spray up isn't an automatic win for them. Carlton's the real deal, and he can go with the best.
Carlton gets the opportunity. He can be a pinner, too. He goes after. He's got a good cradle series. Got to be careful there, and Rapids looking for that fireman's and had that arm control in Carlton. He's got to make sure that elbow's up high.
Actually, when I was talking to Carlton earlier today in the Commons, he's beaten this guy before a couple times, and he's lost to him probably after they wrestled 5 times. It's 3-2. With Spray having the advantage. So this match is anybody's match who's having hitting the technique, following through, and wrestling with confidence. So this one here could be one of the best matchups of the night, I think.
Oh, this warned us for stalling. Carlton, it's going to be hard for him to get underneath the Rapids boy. His Rapids boy has really a low stance with a lot of arms on her protecting. He needs to kind of come up and attack his head or do some setups to get an angle on him. But it's keeping his distance. Should be trying to rake the head down.
The thing is, the kid from Rapids is moving quick and making it look like Carlton's not. That's why he got called for stalling. I don't really think anyone's doing more than the other as far as technique goes, but when your motions are faster than the other guy, you look like you're stalling. The other guy looks like he's stalling. So Carlton's got to pick up his pace here and stay in this match.
Right there. Rapids boy, he should be cross-facing there. Had his arm around the waist, but luckily the time ran out. We have a score of 0-0. And start of the second period, Rapids chooses down.
In that last flurry situation, the Rapids kid could have scored. If Carlton had sprawled really well and stuff that head, he could have scored. He was in a good position there too. But right now, the Rapids kid is out wrestling him a little bit, and Carlton's got to pick up his pace.
Carlton is having difficulties breaking the Rapids hips down, and the Rapids boy does a really good job of keeping his hips very close to the mat.
got to clear that
leg. Go to that leg. He's trying to do it all with his arms instead of getting his body in.
He just gave up a 1 and a 2, I think there.
Yep, 3 points.
Yeah, that's not good on Carleton's part. He hesitated after their guy got an escape and Patrick Spray from Wisconsin Rapids. A good combination. Escape, bam, right into that takedown. And he's got a 3-1 lead now because he let him go. I think he's building confidence on his feet here.
Carleton was to get the takedown. He could tie this up. It's 1 minute and 7 seconds left in the second period. Score is 3-1. Rapids leading. Carleton's just not doing a lot for setting up his takedowns. He's kind of like dancing around and staying pretty flat on his feet. It's giving Rapids opportunity to get in. 1 point Rapids for Wausau West, backing up off the mat. He's got to get more aggressive on his feet.
He's got to close the gap. He's got to become the aggressive wrestler. He's behind 4-1 in a match that we really thought on a good night Carleton could win this match. And right now he's not even being close as far as his effort level to stay with Spray.
Yeah, and Carleton keeps on backing up here, and the Rapids guys trying to get him close to the edge of the mat, and then Carleton kind of relaxes, and that's when Rapids looking for the 2-point takedown right at the edge. As you said, he's got to be on the attack. He's got to be more aggressive. Got to look for some type of setup. It just seems like he's happy of not getting taken down instead of trying to get the takedown himself. Once again, we only have a 4-1 match. Rapids in with a 2-point takedown. 6 seconds left on that round. And now they lead 6-1.
You know, the other thing too, Spray's not a bad wrestler, and you move him away from Bede. You know, what kind of message you're sending to him when he's going to have to wrestle him sooner or later at the conference tournament. I'm going to guess he's going to be at 103, 106. So did they just tell the kid tonight that he has got a chance of winning against Bede? It might make it easier for our kid when they come to conference tournament. So it's just like the coaching strategy. Sometimes you wonder if you outthink yourself. But I'm disappointed in Carleton right now. Honestly, I think he's a better wrestler than he's showing us here, and he's got to pick up his pace.
Yeah, he's down by 4 points, score is 6-2, and he is not being the aggressor at all. Once again, he could get called for stalling here again too, because he's not making any attempts for a takedown, and seems to be just trying to keep a distance. And
he's okay to be close. He's not wrestling to win this match, and he's got to.
It's one of those times that I want to start yelling again.
And me too. I mean, honestly,
I'm taken down again.
I'm not happy right now, Coach Marsh. I'm not happy at all. I'm thinking
way too passive.
He's letting us down a little bit here. He's better than that, and he's got to give us an effort that he's aggressive and getting after it, and that he's trying to score points, because he wasn't. And when you're not doing anything in wrestling, it ends up being a bad thing, because people score on you because it gets you out of position.
Score is 8-2, now 8-3 with Rapids letting them go. The Rapids has got to give Rapids boy a lot of credit. He's wrestling with a lot of confidence and with a lot of aggressiveness. 1 point Rapids for stalling on Wausau West again. That's his second one. Score is 9-3, 22 seconds left. So we got 8 seconds left, score of 9-3.
Got to hope Carleton can pull out something big here, and really he's behind, and the Rapids kid shoots across the circle in the last 10 seconds. Should have been our kid Carleton Lukey trying to get across. So we end up with a 9-3 decision by Wisconsin Rapids at 112 pounds, and makes the do meet score Wausau West 20. and Wisconsin Rapids 9 after the 112 weight class. So I believe we're half done. Here we got 7 in and 7 left.
And we are at the 120-pound. We have Hunter Keel for Wausau West against Dylan Hall, I believe. Yes, Dylan Hall, who is a 9th grader for Wisconsin Rapids. Hunter Keel is a junior. Hunter's been missed a good portion of his season because he had some illnesses earlier in December, I believe. So someone who is looking to get back in the swing of things soon. Unfortunately, he didn't get the 2-point takedown, and Rapids ends up staying in a scramble and is ahead 2-0. And looks like something happened here. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, he kind of hit heads.
Hit heads?
And
got it in the nose, or?
I'm not sure it was in the nose or just forehead to the back of his head. And apparently Hunter Keel's got a lot harder head than the guy from Wisconsin Rapids, because I think if anything, it woke up Hunter, and the other kid's kind of down on the ground here.
So right now we have a injury time out. Looks like the Rapids boy is getting up, and
I don't think he's coming back.
No?
I don't think so.
I think it might be a concussion.
I don't think they're
concussion
looking at
call
that.
here by the trainer. And they sure do call concussions a whole lot earlier than they used to in our days.
It is, and I understand it's all for the good, and but I think sometimes people end up they sneeze hard and they end up getting a concussion or determined as the concussion, and I think is great, honestly. As the athletic director, all the concern we have with it, and I think our program has gotten a lot better because we are more conscious of it. But it's just tough. It's a tough call because you are messing with the brain. It's not a normal. I can look at that's a bone, that's a pulled muscle, this hurts, whatever. Looking at a brain, and concussion is going to be a topic of athletics for the next 4 or 5 years, and we're going to get better at diagnosing it and treating it. And I think in the long run, it's going to be good for our athletic programs and our kids. But you're right, now it's a little frustrating for a lot of old school coaches because they're not used to that. In any given year, if we had a concussion, we probably never knew about it. The kid never told you. And now it's kind of like you go. A normal season is we had 8, we had 10, we had 12. That's kind of a
It's like the trainer's doing some kind of testing, having him stand there and push on his chest. Having him do a grip, squeezing the fingers.
I'm going to guess that their wrestling coach isn't going to like our trainer too much.
No. If she calls it.
I think she decided a long time ago that he was probably done.
And she has, rules that she has to follow. And
I got to say, Ann's got a great background in concussions. As much as people give her a hard time for it, but she's very well schooled in concussion management and recognition. And if she thinks he's got a concussion, he's probably got one.
I'm still kind of talking it over.
And they get extra time because it is a head. Otherwise, they got 2 minutes of injury time, and you're done. And he's past 2 minutes.
Assistant coach just took his hand and tapped the wrestler on his head. I don't know if you saw that. The assistant coach came up of Rapids and tapped the Rapids wrestler on the back of the head. If he's got a little concussion, he probably shouldn't be tapping him on the back of the head.
Just put him out for the rest of the year.
So looks like he's coming back in.
Yeah, I guess he is. Hey, if I had a 2-point lead, you think I'd wrestle? I'm beating Hunter Keel from Wausau West. I'm going.
So, okay, we're back to action. Scores 2-0 Wisconsin Rapids. We have 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the first period.
Dylan Hall, Wisconsin Rapids got to take down Hunter Keel. And
Keel's trying to do a forward roll, but doesn't get any points from it. He's hoping for too much on that forward roll. It's not best technique, and just work on his basic stand-up and getting out of there.
Hunter's getting to his feet now. It's almost up there and doing a nice job.
Let's get that leg back down and away, though. He wasn't doing it. He kept the leg in there.
He's got to sprawl that out. He's got to get separation before he can try to score there. He made it easy for the other guy.
Rapids trying to hit the cradle, but got too high. Hunter's out of there for at least 1 point. There's the 1 point escape. 2 point takedown should have been, but he didn't give it to him. He had a cradle locked and his toes are in. But the ref calls it out of bounds. Score is 2-1, Wisconsin Rapids.
52 seconds left in that first period, and I think Hunter's got to get after this here. I think the other guy got his bell rung, and I think he might have woke up Hunter a little bit to get after him because now he's kind of starting dominating on his feet. I mean, Hunter's a good athlete, a lot of potential here, and wrestled pretty well for us last year as a varsity wrestler all year long, and missed quite a bit of the season this year from
stalling on Wisconsin Rapids.
Good
warning.
Yep. He should score right here. That guy's flat down on the mat. Should never be able to stop the top guy from scoring.
Should have been sagged. His hips back, comes around, gets a 2.
Yep. Nice job, Hunter Keel.
Scores 3-2. We have about 20 seconds left.
He's definitely picked up his pace here and done better wrestling than he did that first 20 seconds. And he was a little sloppy there, and now he's kind of got focus and doing a nice job on that 2-on-1 wrist ride. Keeps bumping him forward with his knee. And
getting him flattened out.
Breaking him down. He's going to wear this guy out.
Okay, end of the first period. Once again, Wausau West 3, Wisconsin Rapids 2. Going to the second period.
Hunter deferred, and I believe Rapids will probably take down here.
Oh, looks like Hunter chose down.
Really? Hunter did. Must have changed my mind.
Coach Faber is yelling to the Wausau West wrestler, beware of Rapids. He's trying to hit a cradle on top. So he is instructing his wrestler to come up out of there. Hunter's coming with his head down, though. He's got to be careful of that.
Head up.
He's got to keep his head up.
Yep.
Move his feet, and he's out for 1. Score is 4-2, Wausau West.
Sprawl hard here and go around just like you did
come
last
around,
time.
Bring that leg up, or come around
nice
on
job.
top.
That's 2.
Oh, he did. Nice job of Raps trying to get off the map, but Hunter pulled him back in for the 2.
Nice job, Hunter.
Nice job by Hunter in keeping
really
his.
Nice high single and then just a nice trip.
Good concentration.
Yeah, and you could have let him get out of bounds. He didn't want to let him go. He had worked hard to get in there and really got that leg high and put the kid out of in a bad position and had a nice leg trip. So he takes a 6-2 lead with minute 34 left in the second period. Other than the first 20 seconds, it's been all Hunter Keel kind of dominating right now. And kind of what I expected going into this match. This is one that we really felt we should win this match. This should not be a close one. Hunter picks it up to his level of his ability.
Hunter's going to do the optional start. Tries to come down on a cradle.
His brother Nate used to try to do that too all the time. He was really good at it. Nate would give him that look like he was going to let him go, and he'd hit that cradle. And he caught a lot of people on that top cradle, steal a cradle,
and we go out of bounds. 1 point. Wausau West stalling on Rapids. Rapids boy looks like he's tiring out and lacks a little look of confidence in his face. We are ahead 7-3. There's 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the second period.
Yep, Hunter's wrestling up to his ability now, looking good here. Changing levels, attacking.
Okay, nice attack in the head, shot for the single leg. Needs to finish this off. Hooking the leg with his. He needs to keep his hip down in that. Needs to skate underneath it with his knees. Skate underneath, lift him up. Now he needs to look for his finish. Circling towards his head, trying to pop his head out. There's 2, gets his head out.
Nice job.
2 point takedown. Score is 9-3. Second period, about 20-some seconds left. Out of bounds.
Definitely picked up his pace in this match. Got 20 seconds left, and it's been all Hunter Keel since that first 20 seconds. Nice job on the breakdown, attacking the hips, getting that elbow in. Then we have number 1 ranked Wausau West against Wisconsin Rapids. Honorable mention in the state Big Valley matchup here at the Wausau West Fieldhouse. And Warriors leading the match 20-19.
And this match score is 9-3 with 7 seconds left.
Second period.
Caution, green. False start on Wausau West. Good breakdown by Hunter. And that's the end of the second period. Rapids choice. They choose neutral. Down by 6 points. He's got to look for some type of takedown and take the West boy down to his back.
Actually, I think that was good. That was good for Wausau West, because if I was on the other, I would have chosen down, because if I'm Wausau West coach, I'm telling him let him go and start to dominate him on his feet, try to catch him for a pin.
Yep. So Rapids is looking for that head steal.
Yeah, this kid was pretty good in Greco last year for Wisconsin Rapids. Yep.
Once again, score of 9-3 is about a minute and 30 left, and you can tell Rapids definitely wants that headlock so he can take the West boy down to his back.
That's what a headlock does too. A headlock can be one of those where you catch somebody in there, you can steal a match away, be dominated the whole match, and catch somebody in the headlock, and it's over.
And we both had sons that used to like to use the headlock in high school.
Yeah, Joey and Jackson were two of the best, tearing people's head off and putting them on their back with headlocks. And I think that's what the Rapids kid his big hope is, to try to catch him in a headlock.
Hunter just needs to keep on moving on his feet. Keep motion going, keep the attack, keep your stance low.
He needs to get a takedown, take himself in it.
There you go.
Top
He's got
position.
the Rapids arm.
You can't get satisfied here. He's got to continue to work and
inside tie, nice shot. Get your hips going into it though.
Lift it. Get your arm in.
Trying to do too much with his arms and not getting his hips in quick enough. So
one thing he's doing, he's beating the heck out of this guy physically, because he's put him down on the mat like 3 or 4 times pretty hard. And I wasn't sure if they were going to let him come back the first time.
We have about 35 seconds left. The score is 10-3. Wausau West leading. Hunter shoots in a double leg.
He should get this. Yep.
2-point takedown. Whistle call for going out of the bounds.
Got a 12-3 lead. I'd let him go.
Or maybe he does have a good cradle. Maybe an idea is to break him down and look for a cradle.
Yeah, no, you're right. We got a 4-pointer right now. We got an 9-point lead.
9-point lead.
Not good at math. So I would not let him go. I would ride him out here and take that 4-point win for Wausau West. Actually, you can even let him go and still end up with 8-point lead. But
we have
20 seconds.
8 seconds left.
First 20 seconds with the Wisconsin Rapids, and it's been all Hunter Keel since then.
Hunter needs to stop his initial move on the bottom. There he did a nice job of jumping sides and chopping the arm. Prevents him from his move, and he ends up winning the match 12-3. That gives Wausau West 14 points. The score is Wausau West 24, Wisconsin Rapids 9.
Okay, we're up at 126 pounds. Weight class I wrestled in high school, in case you were wondering. I'm glad Colin Bain wasn't in the high school I went to, though. He's also 126 pounds, senior at Wausau West, defending state champion.
Undefeated.
Currently undefeated at about 24-0. And not only undefeated, watching wrestling some good kids, and he's been dominant. And he's wrestling against Killian Carter, sophomore from Wisconsin Rapids, and
Robert Brand is the wrestler for Rapids, so they apparently are moving their varsity guy out.
Robert Moran.
He said Brand, but maybe it's Moran. You're getting the word now. Moran. So Rob Moran, who on the lineup was at 132, must have weighed in at 126 also. And Colin, of course, is so explosive on his feet, and he has that awesome cradle, which he has already locked up.
This match is over, I'm thinking.
And that's the pin.
It is, yeah.
35-second pin. That will give Wausau West 6. The score is 30 Wausau West, 9 Wisconsin Rapids.
Kyle Bean, Wausau West defending state champion. One of the first time that's happened, have a returning state champ for Wausau West, and dominant wrestler. Made quick work of that match, like he's been doing all year long.
I would have taken him down a couple of times and worked on your takedowns.
Yeah, that's not Colin Bain's style. He's all about getting into the work shed and getting the work done and getting out. Okay. So they moved Killian Carter up to 132, thinking they had a better chance, better matchup here going against Josh Knoll. And Josh Knoll, senior Wausau West at 132 pounds, going against sophomore Killian Carter, Wisconsin Rapids. And Josh Knoll's had a good year so far too, and I hope for the best for this guy. He works so hard. You just want him to win. I mean, he's one of those kids on your team that has been working his butt off since he's been a freshman, and you want nothing but him to have success because he's had a lot of matches that came up on the short end, and this year he's kind of crossed that line and wrestling really well.
Killian Carter from Rapids is a well-schooled wrestler. Got good skills, good technique. You look at him physically, looks like maybe a little bit older than a sophomore.
Yeah, you're right. He does not look like a sophomore.
Looks strong. Physically looks a little older. Stays in good position. Josh Knoll with a good setup to head inside single. If he can get the finish here, thread his way through the legs, turn his body. Whoop. You got to keep your hips up though. He's trying to come up and turn into him. And
that was the right idea. I think he was about a half an inch and getting 2 points right there, just getting turned around. Couldn't quite get his hip up at the right time.
Attempt for an arm drag there, but Rapids boy spun out of it. Got his front headlock.
He likes this move. But you know what? It gets him in trouble 50% of the time. You're either the hero or the goat with this. Does this little front head and hits that half hard over. And
kind of like one of our ex-wrestlers, name of Josh Kyle used to do.
Yeah, that's what he used to do.
Matter of fact, that's what we used to call the move, the Josh Kyle. He almost had it there. He still is
he should get
being very aggressive. He's wrestling very well.
Nice
he gets
job.
to 2 with 4 seconds left.
That was a nice round for Josh Knoll.
Wrestling very aggressive and intense.
Absolutely. He hit 4 or 5 different combination stuff and ended up with a really nice double and following up and getting a takedown. And you really like it a lot because he scored almost on a buzzer. And that's just that's a heartbreaker to the other team and a real shot in the arm to Wausau West when you score right at the end of the round. It's like, oh man, I could have held on for 2 more seconds. I could be tied up.
That was a caution on Rapids at the start of that second period.
Josh got to get his head up and get out of there. He's working up to his feet now.
He's got to move his feet. Nice, then he gets his
cutaway.
1-point escape.
Nice
3-0.
Yep, nice job. A nice cutaway on that escape.
Whoop, he's looking for that front head, what we used to call the Josh Kyle.
He really wants that, didn't he?
Yep, Rapids boys trying to get the ankle. Nice shot for 2.
Very, very good wrestling here by Josh Knoll.
That was a good combination he had there.
It was very aggressive. That's what I like about this kid. He's just physical. I mean, look, he's got the elbow in the back of the head. He's pounding on the guy's arm. He's driving the knee up, the hip, and trying to just constantly just not letting up on him at all. You got to love that one. You got a wrestler that's that physically dominant, that's just constantly trying to abuse the other wrestler, and that's one thing nice about this sport. You don't get style points, but you sure do send a message. He's doing a nice job. He's looking for a tilt right here, right?
Yes, he is.
Roger. And I think, seen Josh get this different times. He does a pretty good job of rolling that through.
He's trying to get that wrist to the hip more, and the Rapids boy keeps on pulling it away. He's got to keep on working that, wearing that Rapids guy down. Keep on riding tough and wearing him down. Scores 5-0. We have 39 seconds left in the second period.
The thing is, Josh, I've seen Josh ahead by a lot of points and then get caught in a bad position and getting pinned. I remember one time when he had a 8-point lead and ended up getting pinned, and another time he had 11-1 lead and got pinned. So one thing for sure is this match is not over, but Josh is wrestling great. I mean, he's wrestling really aggressive. And he let up there for a couple of seconds and gave him 1-point escape, I think.
No, but there was a stalling warning on West because he wasn't attempting to take him back down. But, earlier in that round there, I thought Rapids probably could have got warned for stalling because he wasn't really trying to get out from the bottom. He was trying to get hand controls, but he wasn't really moving. We have 2 seconds left, and there's a timeout.
I question that rule sometimes, though. I just, when they're up on their feet, you have 5 seconds to make an attempt to get them back to the mat. And sometimes you are doing that. You just can't get in position to lift or trip, so it looks like you're not, but you really are. There are some kids, and I understand the rule was put in because there's people that went up there and just stood there and held on to them, which I do think is wrong. But, I mean, that's a tough one for a referee because you don't know which one they want to do. You don't know which one they're trying to do. So that part is a little frustrating as a coach on, if that's the right call or the wrong call. But we trust in this situation.
And the Wisconsin Rapids boy was doing a good job once he got to his feet of peeling the hand. So once again, it gets a little harder to lift and drop down to a leg when he's controlling her hands. Must be a little cut or abrasion on the elbow of the Rapids wrestler, and that's why there was a timeout. And once again, we have a score of 5-0. Josh Knoll is winning from Wausau West with 2 seconds left in the second period. And the team score, Wausau West 30, Wisconsin Rapids 9. This is a pretty young team for Wisconsin Rapids, too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, just 3 seniors on this lineup in front of me.
Yep, and Wausau West has got 9, so Wausau West will be in a little bit of a rebuilding year next year. We got some good kids returning, no doubt. And the thing is, he's got good numbers, so it's not like you have to go and find people to come out. We got to just keep working with them and build them into wrestlers. Score end up 5-0 into the second period, and Wisconsin Rapids choosing down in the third period with Wausau West still on top. Team score 30-9.
And these seniors are actually freshmen that you had out when you were still head coaching. So this is really the last of the wrestlers from when you were head coach to be on the present team. Josh did a great job of getting Rapids to his back. Got a nice half. Needs a sink on that.
He's really
lifting that head up. He's reefing that head up good. He needs to sink his chest down more.
He is just so physical. You just got to love that.
Got a lot of time here to get the pin. Doesn't need to rush it. He gets the pin.
Got it. That's huge. Nice job, Josh Knoll, picking up a pin for Wausau West at 132 pounds. And the neat part is they moved those guys around to try to set it up so that they had a better chance of winning. They didn't think they were going to beat our defending state champ, Colin Bain, so they moved these guys around. And Josh Knoll, that's a great thing to do for a team to come out there and get a pin against the wrestler that they thought had a good chance of beating you. That's huge for their team. And you got to give a lot of credit to Josh Knoll of showing up and wrestling really, really aggressive the whole match.
And the team score now then with that pin would be Wausau West 36 and Wisconsin Rapids 9.
Okay, we're here at 138 pounds, and we have Joe Omhoff, Wausau West. And from Wisconsin Rapids, we have Jordan Scalise, who is a junior, and Jordan's a pretty decent wrestler. He's actually a transfer into the Wisconsin Rapids district. But Joe, Joe's a great wrestler. Joe's second state last year. Probably hadn't got an injury in the state finals. Would have been a state champion. And he's a senior in a 4-year varsity career with lots of wins for Wausau West and pretty dominant wrestler. So
Joe has a lot of skills. Skill
sure
levels.
does. Yep.
Where did the boy from Wisconsin Rapids transfer from?
I really don't know where he came from. I think his family got a new job in Wisconsin Rapids. Conveniently found a job there, and he's wrestling for the Raiders over there, and he's good. I've seen him. He's been having a lot of success. He wrestled pretty well for him at the Cheesehead against some pretty good kids, and I thought maybe they would move him up at the 145 because our normal 145 pounder is not in our lineup tonight. So it was nice to see him send him out.
And Joey Umlauf in there in the front headlock. Stays on his knees a little bit too much there, but should be extending and circling to the right. He's reaching around trying to get the takedown. He relies on his long legs there to always step over and get that.
He does things that a lot of kids can't do because
he can
be on a front headlock and step around the back and still be on a full front headlock, which is not normal. He's got a long, lanky body, long legs, and he really knows how to put himself in a good position all the time.
If he was to take that around the other way and extend that elbow and come back to that, I think he would secure that takedown. We got 22 seconds left, 0-0 in the first round. Well, we got warning stalling on Wisconsin Rapids.
I think that's probably going to be our strategy. I think the guy's trying to slow Joe down, tie him up so he can't hit him with this and that. And this is one of Joe's specialties right here, where he scoots the corner, hooks the leg,
gotta be two.
Gets his takedown. I don't know. He picked this up a couple of years ago, and it's kind of a collegiate style of wrestling. You see a lot of, Kyle Rochelle, one of those guys again talking about from the Badgers, and Joe does that probably as good as anybody I've seen in high school. He just scoots around the corner, hooks that leg, and comes up on top. Looks like he's almost giving up a takedown, and he's got one. Did a nice job on that.
Joey Umlauf chooses down in the second period, scores 2-0. Up on his feet, looking for an escape for 1 point, and he gets it. 3-0. I noticed when Joey got that takedown, there was about 5 seconds left. So once again, securing those takedowns and securing those points at the end of a round can be huge.
Yeah, that was a really nice
There's
shot.
Great concentration
nice
too, wasn't
change, and then he hit that nice double leg takedown, and then knew where he was on the mat to keep his feet in.
Keep his feet in and his knees off the mat.
Showing his experience and
gives 1 point escape.
I like Joe's attitude where he's going out this, he knows this kid's supposed to be pretty good, and he wants to just go out and dominate him, and I like that attitude. He's doing a nice job out there.
Score is 5-1. Joey's in the front headlock position again. Rapids really trying to secure that elbow down on Joey to prevent him from scoring.
I like what he did there, though. He's holding on so tight. Joey dropped him on his head.
Oh, there he goes with his signature takedown. Front headlock, step over and hook the leg.
We had another wrestler used to do that quite a bit with Stephen Monk, and he's taken that into collegiate level and wrestling for North Dakota State University, and currently ranked, I believe, 4th in the nation. Just doing a great job wrestling 165 for them. I got a chance to see him wrestle probably 10, 12 matches this year already. He's just doing it awesome. But Steve Monk's doing the same thing in college that he did in high school, and to some of the best wrestlers in the nation. So,
well, we like to think that the techniques that we taught when we were coaching together were good techniques that would carry over through high school and in college.
That's right. We wouldn't teach him if we couldn't beat the best. We wouldn't teach it to him. Joey's true neutral again here, just going to be working tough on his feet.
Score is 7-2. There's 35 seconds left.
Actually, it should be 7-3, I think, isn't it? Can't have 7 points without having at least 3 takedowns. What is it, 2 or 3?
It's 2, I believe.
Our scorekeeper.
Because he had an escape, too. So he's had takedowns, and he also had an escape. Joey had an escape.
Oh, it's his second period. I was thinking
Second period.
First period. I was looking at our scorekeeper over there, Stephanie Ritz. Did a nice job of scoring, but talking on the cell phone while you're scoring a varsity wrestling match, I'd have fired her.
Yeah, we wouldn't have allowed that to happen. Score is 10-3 into the third period. Joey had let the Rapids boy up, take it to the feet. 7-point lead.
Third period. And, I think the Rapids kid goal was can I go the distance with Omhoff? I think that's my goal.
I think that's his goal, yep.
And,
Raps keeps on backing up. Is that the third one or second one? Ref is checking to make sure how many times it's been. So it was one caution and 2 times that you got stalling on Rapids. Once again, scores 11-3. We're in the third period. There's about a minute and 25 seconds left. Rapids backing up. We got called there again. 1 minute and 18 seconds left.
But there's that rule in high school wrestling where if you're the dominant wrestler, they don't have to call you for the other guy stalling. The guy's trying to survive. And now there's a typical Rapids move right there with a little Russian tie, and Joey tried to do the spin out and almost gave up a takedown, but Joey did a nice job of responding to it and followed through instead of giving up 2. He ended up back in a neutral position. But guy had the Russian tie. Joe tried to do a spin out. Kid knew it was coming and followed and almost got a takedown. But I like that Joey's going after it, but this guy's just, he used to frustrate me so much as a coach. They would tie up our best wrestlers with this. Same thing, arm tie, Russian tie.
Nice shot by Joe, pushing back. The guy pushed back in, and he changed levels and shot in the leg. Now to finish. Let's pull the ankle in. Rapids doing a good job of staying out. Joe's knee comes across the line. Bring it back to the center of the mat. Injury timeout on Rapids. I'm not sure what it is, other than maybe trying to get his breath.
I think he tweaked his knee, but more than anything, I think he's a little tired and looking for a couple extra breaths. Try to go the last 28 seconds hard. Although the truth is, Joe's beating him up. Joe's being pretty physical out there and kind of taking it to him physically. I think Joe's a little frustrated. I think he knows that the guy's trying to tie him up, and Joe doesn't like that. He wants to open up and dominate the match, and you gotta like that.
Well, I think it is just a oxygen thing. It didn't seem like the coaches or the trainer was looking at an injury. No, it didn't look like anything was hurt.
If his knee, he should at least fake it when he walks back to the middle. So
Raps trying to get that arm tied up, so they use that arm tie up more as a preventative.
They do. They slow you down,
scoring off of it. Comes close there, getting in on Joey though. And that's the end of the match. Joey wins 11-3. That puts the team score at Wausau West 43 and Wisconsin Rapids 9. It's at 40-9. I thought it was 40-9 before. So okay, the team score is 40-9.
Yep, and we got Michael Phillips here, a junior for Wausau West, or sophomore for Wausau West, wrestling Peyton Einerson, a sophomore for Wisconsin Rapids. And Einerson's kind of a big family name down there. They've had a bunch of their kids. I believe they got like 5 boys. I think he's like the second to the last maybe, and long, lanky, and pretty good wrestlers.
Yeah, his oldest brother wrestled for Lodi, and then the two twins wrestled for Lodi, and then they end up transferring to Wisconsin Rapids.
Yep. Both had good careers there, and Michael's, don't underestimate him. He works it hard all the time. He's one of those guys that can look like he's out of position, but he's still in a good spot, and I think we got a shot here. Michael Russell's great for this to be a really good match because Anderson's a pretty decent wrestler.
Michael needs to sag his hips down and away, and then come around. Still sag it away. We got a stalemate. Take it back to the mat.
It's one of the things that he does best. Is he's very good at sprawling, staying square. A lot of people look like they would have got a takedown in most people, but Michael Phillips does a nice job of sprawling out and getting out of that. And the thing is, he's long and lanky also, and he likes to use that. He usually will sprawl that out, and he'll come around and get a cradle locked up and get a cradle on you. So don't be surprised if we see that here coming up if we get in that same situation. He actually kind of likes it when the guy shoots in on him because then he gets into that sprawl. Kind of like, remember Connor Monk used to do that? It's like, point at the legs and shoot my legs so I can take you down kind of thing. And, Michael's come a long way with his wrestling technique on his feet. So he's improved a lot on his feet. I think that's been a good thing for him. And he's actually filling in tonight for
Ben Kostrowski,
who was our normal 45-pounder, got shoulder tweaked this week and practice. Going to be fine. Just give him a little bit of a rest, not to make it any worse. Michael's in a nice single leg takedown.
Got to keep his head up though. He's letting that head drop down.
He's got to bring the leg up. Get a takedown here. Circle, circle, circle. Get your hips up.
Keep on circling to it.
Step that leg. Step the leg. Step the leg. Step the leg. Step the leg.
He's got to keep the Rapids wrestler hip on the mat like he is. He's going to get leg cradled by Rapids. Rapids getting that leg cradle in.
Go out the back then. No, don't bail out of that.
Gave two to Rapids.
We should have been doing the same thing. We didn't there. Just didn't quite finish that. Michael's in a good position to finish it off, and he didn't quite finish it, and ended up down by 2 at the end of the first period, and really could have been up by 2, and would have been really a great first round for him. It would have been awesome to him to get that 2-pointer.
So here we have a score of 2-0. Wisconsin Rapids in the lead in the start of the second period. Mike Phillips from Wausau West is in the top position. Rapids is really keeping their hips back and down really well. It's difficult to get their hips down. Michael's doing a good job of trying to attack pin combinations. He was looking for a possible cradle, looking for what we call a suck back.
I think he's got to work on controlling those hips a little bit more, though.
There you go. You guys hit Rapids got your hip down. Try and dig that arm out. Going for the cradle now. Got the crossface in. Needs to tuck that arm in, though.
Yeah, he's got to pull that elbow underneath so the guy can't slip off.
Well, it's getting a little high now. He's got to take his right arm, secure his position.
Get behind him, Michael. Now he can go back to work again.
What do we got? Ref blew the whistle. Oh, nose plug for Rapids came out. A little bleeding time. Timeout. We are in the second period. 1 minute and 4 seconds left. Score 2-0.
Good match. I mean, Michael's wrestling well, and that first period, we could have got the 2. The other guy followed through just a little bit better than we did, and Rapids got a 2-point lead on a takedown in that first period, and Michael's been doing a pretty good job of riding them so far. I think if he can go through this period riding them out, that would be a big step for that third period where you put yourself in a position where you score an escape and take down a win. Otherwise, you got to come up with something fancy and big to win this match.
Coach Fabry and Coach Bronstedt are over on the mat side with Michael and giving some strategy.
You know, if you look at it right now, I think this match is over, which means Wausau West, for the first time ever, is going to beat Wisconsin Rapids in a dual meet at Wausau West High School. The only time other than tonight, Wausau West won it in 2008 down at Wisconsin Rapids in front of a packed house. Tonight it's not near as packed as we wish it would be, but still a big win for the Warriors if they can keep this going here. We got a 40-9 lead, and Michael's doing a nice job riding him right here.
Yeah, he's keeping that arm. He's riding him. He's trying to get that arm out and looking for that half Nelson on the opposite side.
Anderson really sits hard on his hip, doesn't he?
Yeah. I noticed that trait in a lot of their wrestlers tonight, that they're sitting more, but once again, not doing anything else on the bottom. He gets called for stalling. Wisconsin Rapids called there. Not doing much other than trying to stay in good position.
Yeah.
Now he's coming up.
Run him out.
Michael needs to wrap him up, keep his hips in tight. He let his hips get away from him there, and Ironson did a standing switch for a 2-point reversal.
That's too bad.
And Iverson's locked it up the cradle, but ran out of time. So now the score is 4-0.
That's too bad because he wrestled well for a minute and 50 seconds. Last 10 seconds, let the guy get up, and he should have really been attacking that. Kid hit a power switch and got a reversal out of it, and now we're down 4-0.
And Coach Fabry tells Michael Phillips to choose top to keep on working for that pinning combination. Probably wants him to try to get his cradle locked up.
Actually, I think he does that because Anderson's pretty tough on the top with his power half series. He does a really nice job. His brother did the same thing. And he'll ride the half and run the half and wear you out. Looking for a pin, so Michael's got to get
Mike's
something
getting too high. He's getting high in his ride. Rapids boys not doing much on top, but waiting for Michael to throw that cross-face cradle is what he's doing so he can spin out, but Michael follows back behind it. Nose plug comes out. Blood time, Wisconsin Rapids. We got 1 minute and 12 seconds left in this third period. Rapids winning 4-0.
You know, too bad Ben Kostrowski can't be wrestling tonight, but Michael's doing a nice job for West, without question. But I feel bad for Ben. He's missed a lot of matches, and he went to the bi-state, ended up without a record to get seeded. Just kind of thrown to the wolves. Wrestled pretty well, but wrestled a lot of good kids in a row. And you don't stay in a tournament too long, a big tournament like that, when you're wrestling good kids on the way back. And now the lineup again tonight. Nice to get him healthy and get him back. But I give Michael a lot of credit stepping in. I've seen him do it most of the year. He's been stepping up, and every time I see him wrestle, he's wrestling better. I think that's a good sign for him and West.
And if Michael goes for the cradle, he needs to make sure that he's down back of the Rapids boy enough, because it looks like the Rapids guy is waiting for that crossface to come so he can spin out real quick.
Yeah.
So stay behind him, secure that arm, and start.
Get something pretty quick here, something tight, because he's got to get a pin or 2 3-pointers to win this match.
Once again, Rapids not doing much on the bottom.
Really should get called for stalling. He's kind of bracing off all the time. Just trying not to get pinned.
Michael in with a 2-on-1 ride. I don't know if he's going to try to sit and do a tilt from that or looking for that cradle, but once again, Rapids just staying very low on his butt, trying not to get out of position, not trying to get extended. We have 33 seconds left in the third period. We're down by 4, so Michael really needs to go for a pin. There's a stalling on Rapids.
No, he called that on West.
Oh, he called that on West. Sorry, two on one ride.
And, I don't think the Rapids guy's doing anything either. But
27 seconds left. Michael needs to go after it. Doesn't matter if you lose by 6 or lose by 4. He needs to go try to get that pin.
It's time to go big now. dual meets over.
Trying to go out front. He's trying to go look for that suitcase cradle. Three seconds.
Good fight by Mike. He did a nice job of following around, following through, getting close. Keeps working and hits the weights a little bit. Mike will be tough for us. Got 2 years left. So
yeah, he has a lot of potential.
All right.
Team score is 40-12.
We're at 152.
We're at 152. Travis Henninga from Wausau West, of course, and Tim Stofflet, I believe, for Wisconsin Rapids, unless we have a change in lineup from Rapids.
Yep, we got Stofflet against Henninga. Travis is fun to watch. He's fast, aggressive, physical wrestler. He's improved so much on his feet. He's a great Greco wrestler. He's a national All-American in Greco. But he's got so much better on his sweep and his good technique on his feet that it's kind of become the complete deal now.
He had great attacks there, great leg attacks.
And Travis is junior as well as Stofflet's a junior. So these guys could be fighting it out for the next year and a half.
Same all Travis was trying to do there was what we did spin drills where he's just pushing the head down, Rapids down low on his knees, pushing the head down, coming around for the score. It is 8-3 with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first period. Travis lets him go again, secure another takedown.
I think, Rapids is well coached. They're going to have this guy. He is not going to go upper body with Travis heading on. He is not going to have his head up ever. He's going to have his head down. He's going to give Travis all the double leg takedowns, singles, head sweeps, front heads, anything he wants, but he's not going to give him a headlock. Because Travis's headlock is pretty deadly, and my guess is if we're going to pin him, it's not going to be from a headlock.
Score is 10-4. We have about 40 seconds left in the first period. Travis trying to get the arm bar, but he doesn't get the arm secured. It's going to release him. Release him with 25 seconds left. Score is 10-5. If he wants to let him go to get him takedown, he needs to get going. Going to push the head down, go around on him. Oop. Looking for the corner, Nelson.
He's not even fighting that. He doesn't want to bring his head up because he'll get his head torn off.
Yep.
On the headlocks, you can have two. I'm not going to give you a pin.
Rapids defers. Wausau West chooses down. Rapids coach is telling the Rapids wrestler to look for a cradle. Scott Bennett was telling the boy to look for a cradle. That'd be a pretty hard move to get on Travis to catch him with a cradle.
Travis gets up, nice stand up right away, and good hard turn and sprawl. Breaks the grip here. You should score at least one. And he does. Gets a 2-point reversal. Goes up 14-5 early in the second period. Again, I think Rapids' goal right here is if I can go the distance. That's probably a good effort.
And what you mean by that is not get pinned.
Yeah, if I can just make it last for the rest of the match and give up only 4 points or maybe 5, it's still better than 6. So, we're getting down to the end of that match tonight here, Coach Martian. I really felt on a perfect night, looking at the the matchups, on a perfect night, we could have shut them out. I don't think there was any one weight class where they were.
It was Travis threading the arm, front headlock, gets the pin.
Yep.
16 points. Now the score will be 46-12.
46-12. Travis fourth in state last year as a sophomore at 145. That's one of the toughest weight classes in the state. Really, really tough junior for Wausau West, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him pretty high up on that podium, even potentially be a state champion for us this year at the state tournament. So going into our last match, what do we got here?
We got our last match at 160 with Jared Mazinski from Wausau West And for Rapids,
Nate Schaff. Nate Schaff is wrestling at 160 here. And, here's young Madazinski. I always call him because his older brother wrestled varsity for me the year that we won the state title, and the year after that, James was a pretty good wrestler for Wausau West. And the truth is, Jared is just, I think he's one of our most improved wrestlers technically. He went to a Jeff Jordan takedown camp and came back last year, and it's just so much improved on his feet. And I think he's one of those guys that they should send out there and take down release, take down release, take down release.
He's got
200 takedowns.
And he has a great work ethic in the practice room.
He does. He works
another one of those warrior wrestlers, just a great kid.
Yep.
Hard worker.
He's
in on a single leg here, but he loses the leg. No points.
He's one of those, he's like a coach's dream, because you know that when he goes home, he's taking care of himself. He's getting rest. He's thinking about what he can do to get better. He's a good student in the classroom.
Very coachable.
Coach's dream, yeah.
Kind of shooting from a little too far out there. That's a back out of that. Rapp is looking for arm drag. Do you have a grade on those Wisconsin Rapids, boy?
I do have a grade on. I'll check it.
Jared in on a single leg again, but he's just not coming around that leg enough to secure that leg for a takedown. We have about 25 seconds left here.
So Shaw is a senior.
And we got a takedown. 4 seconds left. Another one of the Warrior wrestlers getting takedown points towards the end of the period when it matters.
You gotta love that. You know, that's just that's a double positive for Wausau West. We get the 2, build confidence, and they get taken down in the last 2 seconds of the period. That's so frustrating as to be on the short end of that. Thinking you just could have held on for a couple more seconds.
Jared Madazinski chose down at the beginning of the second period and needs to move his feet here to get the escape. Move your feet, Jared. Working the hands, you'd move your feet more. Move your feet, moves his feet, and secures the 1-point escape. Scores 3-0. And what grade did you say the Rapids
He's
was?
a senior.
Senior.
Yep, Nate Schaff is a senior for Wisconsin Rapids, and Jared Madazinski, a senior for Wausau West. So we got 2 seniors going after it here. Scores 3-0. We're almost halfway through that second period. So Jared wrestling well. Keeps working for a good position on his feet, looking to try to do a Russian tie here, and I think he's trying to drop in on that single.
Got the arm posted down. Inside. Jared's trying to work on the inside position here. Pummeling in, makes a shot. Rapids counters. And take it back to the center of the mat. 54 seconds left in the second period. Jared Madazinski winning 3-0. Jared working ahead there a little bit. Shoots a single.
Nice, very nice.
Does a nice dump, gets 2 points.
Really nice takedown by
excellent shot, excellent finish.
A really nice shot. Nice setup from the beginning to the end. Getting 2 points for a takedown for Wausau West. That was textbook. You gotta love that kind of a setup and a follow to a takedown. I mean, really, if I'm him right now, I'd have cut him right away. I would have. That was a great takedown. Go get another one of those. You know, be proud of yourself and get after those takedowns and just dominate. And you know, Jared has that ability. I mean, that was a great setup to the finish, and just build off that and cut him and go again. Cut him meaning let him go. I don't mean like pull a razor blade out of your
Yes,
soccer, your
wrestling lingo.
switchblade or whatever. Let them go and take them down.
We got about 15 seconds left here. Jared needs to bump those hips, get that Rapids wrestler flattened out. Ooh, Jared looking for a cradle here. He's got it.
That was
He's
awesome.
got him locked. Did a great job of blocking off. Got a 2-point near fall. Excellent job there by Jared Mazinski. Had more time. I think he would have gotten the pin.
I think he would have got the pin too because he had that lock really high to the head. But he snuck that cradle in. That guy
he blocked his head with his knee and locked it up.
That guy did not know that was coming. He did a great job of setting that up. Now Rapids must have chose neutral. They don't want to be down. They don't want to be on top. So they're going to go neutral here.
Yep.
And I think that's good for us. Jared's doing a nice job with 7-0 domination. Excellent slide by.
And it secures the 2 points.
I got to tell you, I think this match, as far as videotape and good wrestling technique,
you got that cradle locked again.
Has been the best one of the night without a doubt.
He's got it. He's got the pin.
Stop.
The boy's down. There's the pin. Excellent job. Way to finish the night by Jared Mazinski.
What a great job.
With a pin. He was winning 9-0 before that, and the score team-wise is 52. Wisconsin Rapids 12. 40-point win, Coach.
Yeah, that's huge. That's just huge, no doubt about it. And to finish it off like that, just an outstanding wrestle match by Jared Mazinski. That's just so awesome. Thank you for watching Wausau West Wrestling here. And I'd like to thank our producer, Mr. Brandt from our teaching staff at Wausau West, doing us a fabulous job of getting this on the web for our fans. Have a great night from Wausau West High School. Dan Hine, Roger Marsh, saying so long and go Warriors.